I have been getting sick of the whole atheist versus theism debates getting way out of hand from both sides. I've seen atheists and theists both go back and forth, shouting at each other, cursing at each other, insulting each other, and there's no need for that in any civil debate. And so I've created what I call the Civility Compromise. I put it online. Anyone can sign it if they actually think they can follow it. Basically, it's just an outline of civil behavior, which should be, common sense, but I mean, I've seen videos that mention evolution as a side note, and they somehow explode into a huge debate of people screaming at each other and, people using unnecessary terms like Sky Daddy, or, calling atheists devil worshippers and all that, and it just gets way out of hand from both sides. So I have decided to create an outline that it basically defines certain unacceptable behaviors that should never exist in any debate, but especially in atheist versus theism debates. And I've already signed it myself. There's a section for terms that atheists must agree to, a section for terms that theists must agree to, and a section that I call combination compromise, which is what both parties must agree to. Each section has 2 terms, so altogether each party has to agree to 4 terms, things that they will not do, that they should not do, that they actually think they can refrain from doing. The link is in the description, in the video description. I'm going to try to put it down on the bottom of the video, but I'm not quite sure how to use Windows Movie Maker yet, so I don't know how that'll work, but it's in the description. It's called the Civility Compromise. I hope I can get some signatures on here, because I hope not everyone is too stubborn to give up their insults, just because it might cause them to have to control themselves. If you read the compromise, you'll see there's nothing against stating your beliefs as long as you state them as such. Stating beliefs as facts when these beliefs cannot be proven or tested, that, while in itself may not seem harmful, it almost always leads to people getting offended and screaming and cursing and all that stuff. So I've put a little clause in there that both parties must agree to, which is, if you're going to state a belief, make sure it's understood that this is your belief and you're not considering it a fact. For example, it's fine if you say, I think God created us, or I believe the Big Bang created the universe. That's fine. But just flat out stating, God created us, or the Big Bang created the universe, when both of these things, while they may have their own evidence, cannot be proven, almost always leads to conflicts of interest and conflicts of opinion that elevate to such a level that is just not necessary. So I put a clause that you must state opinions as opinions and facts as facts, and don't try to pass off opinions as facts unless you can back them up. But other than that, there's a few other clauses. If you want to check it out, the link is in there. You don't have to sign if you don't want to. You can read it over first. But I hope to get some signatures. And hopefully this will put an end to at least a good part of the flaming that goes on around here. And not just around here, but around the internet in general.